Hey Lugnuts, what's up, man? You know what? We're back. It's another year, and we're here at Takota Tavern today. We're making it happen for you, our Lugnuts. Let's take a walk and see what we got here today. Beautiful 55 model Thunderbird. First year for the bird. The baby birds right here is what they call them. Just a beautiful, beautiful automobile. Take a look, walk around, take a look and let them see it.
I'm not too upset about driving up there and coming back to my baby home.
You know, most of them had some hard tops, and you get a soft top too. They had the porthole windows in them. Just every time I see a baby bird, it reminds me of American Graffiti. Susan Anton, no, Susan Summers, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah, and she was just hotter than bacon grease in that movie. I'll guarantee you that. But just some of the cars right here. This is kind of a bumblebee color, yellow with the black interior. Just a sweet, sweet car.
Real pretty small car. To me, it kind of reminds me of Cheech and Chong's next movie, where they used to steal the uppity neighbor's car, the pianist, if you will.
There you
and
go.
Remember, driving automatics is hard. Remember, D is that way.
That's right. And then you know what? Take a look right here. This beautiful automobile, and I believe. Let me just make a check.
Should be a Victoria. Yeah.
Yes, it is. And this is a Fairlane Custom. This is a 55 model, and of course, like the Thunderbird, it's in its everyday clothes. Beautiful engine, just a beautiful restoration on a nice car. You know, the thing that I like a lot about these older Fords is Ford took the time and they really thought out their two-tone colors.
Yeah.
And the cars really popped.
And the chrome split
and
on
the
there, yeah.
the chrome, everything, just beautiful, beautiful.
Again, that lipstick trailer park red that I like on the inside there. Beautiful setup. Look at the air conditioning controls on there.
Yeah, and
Sorry
I
to get
mean,
into your
even
car
that's
there.
all right. But the two tones that they even brought inside the cars
Yeah.
was amazing.
Real
it was
pretty
just
car.
a really, really. There was a lot of design in the automobiles. A lot of design right here.
Nice and Paul. I think we've seen this car before, but nice custom interior here.
Like
Again,
that interior, man. Look at that suede, two-tone leather.
beautiful,
Just,
big
it's
display.
beautiful.
Nice custom console there. Big stereo. Car sits right. This is type big wheels on the back. You know when the trunk's open, it's clean. Here you go. Nice custom trunk here in
Oh
the back.
yeah, guaranteed.
Big stereo in there to go with that big display. Got
Impala Signia.
Yep, got your 6 tail lights back here.
Just a beautiful, beautiful.
Big beautiful car, but this car scoots too.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay.
And then you know,
I'm like,
right here, man. Look.
Yeah, so this 64 rolled in earlier and sounded pretty good. Small block car, dual quads, teardrop hood on there, so nice little setup. Got the right patina on there. The body's pretty straight, sitting there on the Steelies. A little bit more my forte than yours, but
No,
if you will,
no,
but
dude,
beautiful
I mean,
interior. So
I was going to say,
This is Fairlane.
this car brings me back to watching NASCAR and stuff with my grandfather
Yeah.
and stuff, man. I mean, these cars were what I grew up with, man, and seeing, you know. This car really is, falls into my wheelhouse. I'm just happen to be a Chevy fan.
yeah, nice big Hurst shifter in there. Really like the smaller little platform on this. Of course, the 65, the redhead stepchild of the Fairlane family.
There you go.
And then they went to the Le Shit Books version in 66.
And then, you know, 428, Cobra Jet.
Yeah, the Cyclone spoiler this guy pulled in too.
Mercury Cyclone. What a beautiful automobile.
Just get a
man.
shot of
Take
this
a look at
roof,
the car
yeah.
inside, man. I mean, the aerodynamics of this automobile were amazing. It's an automatic car.
Look at
that. This car was just, of course, if I'm not mistaken, this car was in the NASCAR series too.
So there's one again. That's
Yeah.
kind of where they came with the fastback. I really like the Trino and the higher end Fairlane 500 was the fastback as well,
Right.
and then the extreme high end was the Trino before it became its own car. But this car was, you could kind of get them before, and I think they had one like in a Fast and Furious movie, and then that kind of caught on with everyone, so they kind of got out of the price range there. But just a fun big car if you like those mid 60s Barracudas,
Yep.
stuff like that with the big fastback. But just big car, but just a fast car, and was just meant to go fast. You know, once it got up to speed, it was just meant to maintain that speed. You know.
I just wish they had the hood open so you could really see that motor. That motor was so massive, man. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful automobile with just the right motor in it, man. Just the perfect car right
Yeah,
there.
good fast car.
So, we're looking right here.
Fairlane making it out.
But it's just hanging out with Bob, you know. We did enough on these.
Yeah.
We know what these are. But, you know, Derek, talk a little about, you was talking to this guy right here about this Mustang.
Yeah, I think he said, I didn't see him, but see if you had the year on there. No, yeah, it was a 69. So East Coast car, came from the East Coast, and older gentleman, or I shouldn't say older gentleman, but recently retired gentleman who is in the market for a Fairlane, like the Fairlane, and also had a great story of restoring a Ranchero for a friend so he could take his father's ashes to Arlington. And of course I'm like, well, did they make it? He's like, yeah, but he just drove it to the airport, of course, and took him, which, all right, well, get to the airport in style, but really clean, original, or not original, but original color paint on the car. Small block car, but just really, really sharp looking, just with the fastback. The car's definitely an attention grabber right there.
You know, and the attention to detail is amazing on this automobile.
Under the hood, your FOMO-CO, your battery stuff, your auto light voltage regulator. I mean, this is kind of how it rolled off the assembly line there, if you will. So,
just a beautiful automobile, man.
Windsor car, so.
Nice. And then, you know, got El Caminos here.
Yeah, this guy came in, had some
everything.
Some blast packs on it.
Kind of making a little noise here and there, you know.
Got the flame insignia on the cowl there. My 84 Elk.
I like the bullet holes.
Yeah. It's a fun little driver car. You know, I've been seeing a couple El Caminos and Rancheros as of late, and maybe retire Truck Norris one of these days. I don't know. Like I said, we got the trailer on it right now with that mower, so.
57 Chevy, post car.
Classic.
Wide whites. Got the old school Craigers on it, man. Love those old school Craigers. They're just such a classic wheel, man. And they've held their notoriety for so long.
Like I said, that's what I had on my first Fairlane 30 some odd years ago.
Right.
That's what I have on mine now.
Look at this. It's a 4-speed car. It's all, I mean, the interior is just in impeccable shape.
Really good shape. A little bit of flake there in the copper, so I'm sure the camera doesn't do it justice, but not too gaudy, if you will. The chrome trim's right and tight.
Right.
Nice two-tone. You can see a little bit of the flake there on the white top.
And you could tell the original glass.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, the top part's chipped, just like all of them, man. But, you know, this is just a nice Survivor car.
And for a copper, at least the interior with the brown, I really like kind of how they blend the copper and the earthy tones there, the tan and the beige.
And once again, that goes back to the designers of the periods, man, of the 55, 56, 57s. They were just amazing people. They had thinking going on, you know. They thought, wow, you know, if we do a little chrome here, we could do this accent here, and it worked out great. I mean, just a beautiful car, beautiful automobile.
Small block car, looks, you know, newer Edelbrock on there, real clean headers, kill switch, original blower motor, got your MSD in there, so a little mix of old and new, if you will, but just subtly done, so it's again not too gaudy.
Right.
Really clean looking car. Another hot rod here.
Another 55. Nice looking 55. Take a look here, man.
Small block car, AC. Look at that. You know, that's a tight fit right there.
Powder coated headers. Just really it got the vintage air in it.
And the original horns, the 6.4 horns.
Look at this interior, man.
Wow.
You know, diamond stitched, old school stuff, man. Old school stuff for a nice, clean car.
Yeah, super clean, original looking. Obviously, new kick panels with the speakers, retrofitted dash, stereo in there. So
and a
great
really
cruiser.
Small but heavy metal flake in it.
Yeah, I like how they went over the drip rail there too. So
guaranteed, nice car. Nice car.
Big
and of course, this is the post that we're talking about. You know, you got a hard top which doesn't have the post. The post car, they were made a lot more post cars than they did hard tops. But, you know, I don't have a number in mind of what that is. But
gladly take any one.
Guaranteed.
Let's make it 3 in a row.
Yeah, 56. Another 56 right here. And this happens to be a Survivor.
Yeah, it looks like a driver quality car. Again, small block car.
Driver car, you know, definitely
Edelbrock
got some age
intake.
on it.
I like it. All these little imperfections tell a story, you know.
Guaranteed. And then, you know, you look at your note, you know that this is the original interior.
Nice flip-flop right there, 54 to 56. Oh, yeah. Wow.
I love the standard map. I'd like to buy that map from him. I wonder if he wants to sell that. I need to find out about that guy and see if he wants to sell that standard map.
Jay Hannon. And hey, there's his number. We got it out there for later. If we don't see him,
we'll give him a call.
You can harass him.
I need that for Bob.
Hey, you sell me this manifold, I break your neck. Get Tony Pizza.
Yeah.
Hey, where'd you get that from? Fell off the back of the truck.
Fell off the back of the truck.
Yeah, this guy was rolling in earlier with one of his kids. Looked like, sounded good, real clean, kind of rust-o mod. Let's check this interior out. Nice custom interior. Buckets. Don't drop your phone down the gutter.
This is 71 model.
Yeah, so a little bit bigger car, but really nice. Got the leather there, stitching on the dash, aluminum back bezel on the gauges. Nice big display on there. Really clean car. Some dark inside, just some custom accents back there. Look at that. Got the sub there in the back with some 6x9s. Good sound and stereo. Big, long car. almost
and
Impala-esque.
you know what? To get this long of a car with this kind of a paint job, this straight is
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, there's a lot of hours in sanding on this.
And then
automobile.
just look how the top seams
Yeah.
into the fenders, real seamless, if you will. So
whoever painted this and done the body work on this car,
yeah, and a
Thumbs
black
up to you.
car at that, you know, with
You
a
know.
little bit of flake in there,
Got a
not
little
too crazy,
flake.
beautiful.
newer Mustang.
Yeah, I heard this guy rolling. Obviously, noticed the intercooler there off the bat. So
You know, there's not much room in this motor compartment for anything else.
I'm not.
seeing that there. So
Yeah, but just a nice little stain. Love the wheels on it. I like
20
the color.
2020,
Of course, I'm a big
2020 with 1,200 horsepower is what it's
Right.
saying on there.
That's a cool car.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if he's got the whirly birds there on the back of the headers there under the car, but
Right.
fun looking car. Definitely was making some noise pulling in here.
It does. Takes some power too.
Oh, we didn't
Yeah,
didn't see you sitting back there. I
guarantee
heard you
that.
pull in. You mind talking to us about the car?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Let's see where to start.
What's your name first?
Charlie.
Charlie Derek Murphy.
Derek, pleasure.
He's rolling. We're doing our show, Rolling with Roller and Derek.
Glad to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you. Let's see. We'll start at the front. It's RPG Stage 3 short block. Polished ported heads. 4 innovations, triple pump fuel system. Ported intake. BMC suspension all around. Ben Calamer Stage 3 MT82. Steeda short throw shifter for whatever that's worth. Carbon fiber drive shaft. Ford 1800 horsepower axles. 62, 65 twin turbochargers.
Were they at the bottom of the bottom of the headers, kind of under the car?
Underneath,
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
sir. It just helps manage the heat.
I was gonna say there's not a whole lot of room with that Coyote in
No.
these cars anyway. So.
People do them on top, but it's so much heat. It's
Yeah.
hard to manage that heat. Let's see what else. Strange rear end. On 91, 850 horsepower to the wheels. On pump E85 with 15 pounds of boost. 1150-ish.
Wow.
On E85R Ignite, on the kill tune and about 21 pounds of boost, it's about 1,500.
Wow. Beautiful automobile. I love the color. The blue. I'm a big blue fan myself, you know, and I mean the color just shows, it pops, it makes the car happen. The two-tone with the black and all that. I just really like your automobile, you know.
Thank you.
So what made you go for a new model Mustang versus an older school Honda?
Well, interesting story. One, the Coyote platform, just that stock block, and it's not stock anymore, but
Right.
the block on that Coyote, it'll hold 1,000 horsepower.
Oh yeah,
From the factory.
very easy.
The 4-valve with the 4 cams, the car that motor loves boost.
Yeah.
And it flows a ton of air from the factory.
Even the F-150 motors, yeah.
I've been a Shelby guy since I was about 12 years old.
Right.
Owned an 09, 2012 that was almost as ridiculous as this, and an 18 GT350,
Wow.
which is an amazing car. But it was, and by the way, it just started out as, you know, we're going to slap a turbo kit on it.
Sure.
850.
How they always start, right?
Yeah.
And then it just kind of went from there. Most of the work me and my son did.
Awesome.
The turbo kit was done out of Houston, a fellow named Aldo Wells Performance.
Okay.
Which if you've got a Ford and you're gonna turbo it, he's the guy to go to.
And what was that name again?
Aldo Wells Performance.
So we got the big block Chevy car leaving behind us.
Yeah. He's an artist when it comes to turbos and Fords. I believe Brian Luna's car out of Houston, he did the turbo setup on that, and right now that's the fastest factory ECU Mustang on the planet.
Wow.
Wow.
Quarter mile.
That's crazy.
Got into the 6s with it.
That's fast.
But
Jeez.
It like I said, it's a great motor.
I've been shopping some 2011, 2012 100K ones. You know, you can start to get them in that $14,000-$15,000 range. So they're getting a little bit more affordable. So maybe wait till the dead of winter when somebody needs a little Christmas money for the kids.
Somebody needs it. Yeah, exactly.
And living out on 3.5 miles of dirt road out near Kiowa, it's a perfect winter car for you.
There you go. There you go.
Sir.
Awesome.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got the matching chairs, you got the beautiful automobile.
That was on accident.
Yeah, well,
Just
that's
pulled
all
these
right.
damn things
That's
out
all
of
right.
the garage.
There you go.
We do a show on Facebook. It's called Rolling with Roller and Derek. And we'd like to let you pick one of our stickers here, put on your toolbox.
Giddy up.
We've got the old school hot rod here. Of course, the old classic microphone, and then the big motor.
We'll do that guy.
There you go, man. I appreciate you taking the time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Talk
appreciate
with us.
your
Thank
car
you so
show.
much.
Yes,
It was
sir.
a pleasure meeting
Good
you.
meeting you.
Likewise,
And,
yeah.
you'll be able to see this today on Facebook. So just go to Rolling with Roller and Derek. You'll find it, and your interview will be on there. And now you've got your fame, whatever fame we have. You know, you got to start someplace, right?
You're 7 minutes, not quite 15.
And I love that giddy up deal.
Oh,
that's amazing. So thank you very
Yes,
much.
sir.
Have a
Peace
blessed
out, let's
day.
ride. Yeah, have a great rest of your day. Man, what a great car there. And like I said, just having a 1,200 horsepower car, you pop the hood. Yeah, you see the intercooler up front, you see the ducting, but like you said, just with the turbos underneath.
Right.
I mean, you know, it's a bigger, newer car, but there's more going on. Fuel pressure regulator, engine management going on up here, wastegate, whatnot. But
Beautiful automobile, man.
man, that would look good in the Fairlane, wouldn't it?
It'd look good on anything.
That thing would be wrapped
You know
around,
what?
wrapped around
Guaranteed.
an old tree in a nanosecond.
70 Plymouth Cuda.
Nice.
Nice car. Nice car.
383 car.
Yeah.
Real vibrant yellow.
Really viable. And this is Carrie and her husband's car.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're part of the scene at the Parker Cruiser, but a nice automobile, man. Nice automobile. All original.
Wow. Great interior there. Boctomatic. Got the
Wing
CUDA
on the
spoiler.
back. Well, you got to have the CUDA spoiler.
It's got
man.
the matte. It's got the matte thing. It's what I was telling Gerald on his. Is my favorite part of the CUDA, and it comes from it's like an AMT Ertl model when I was a kid.
Yep.
Just how you had to get either. I don't remember if it was a decal or you had to get the matte black paint. You had to paint the little rear fascia piece there on your plum crazy purple CUDA.
But once again, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier on the Tri-5 cars, man. The two tones, the accents, the different things that they had, man.
And with the chrome bezel on there too. I mean, it's super
it's
attention
just
to detail.
really cool cars. Really cool. 383 car.
Nothing wrong with that.
Basically, kind of what you seen when you was on the showroom floor, man. You know. And this is Neil's car right here.
Yeah, heard him
Neil
rolling in as
Booth.
usual. Yep.
Yeah, just a nice little automobile. And I met Neil last year for the first time at the Takota Tavern, and his attention to detail is amazing.
Yeah.
And then I found out why,
Woodwork.
because he's an airplane mechanic.
There you go.
You know, but I mean his wiring, everything that he's
Sanitary,
done is just really clean, as you'd say, sanitary. You know. So yeah, just a beautiful automobile. In fact, he texted me and asked me if I was coming. I'd like to talk to him, but I love the lights. Got the turn signals in them, and it's just really a very, very clean car.
It is.
Got the canvas top on it, you know.
Vintech here, and like I said, this little small block Chevy was definitely pumping some air out on the way in.
Oh,
So.
you know it is. You know it is. And then this is Carrie's husband, Mark. This is his 69.
Real pretty.
And it's a beautiful old car. Of course, you know, one-off year for the Camaros in 69. And then they went to a completely different body style in 70. But just a nice automobile and very partial to the 69 Camaro. I like the vinyl top. I'm a big vinyl top fan.
It looks
only
good.
because I
Effort to
grew
keep
up
it clean,
in that
yeah.
era, you know, maybe if I didn't grow up in that era, that we wouldn't have the vinyl top with much love for it. But I love it.
Super clean car.
Very clean car. Very, very clean car.
The vet here. Did we see this vet at Angry Clover?
Yes, we did. And this is our buddy that carries the little dog with him all the time. I can't remember his name. His last name's Juba, but it's just a Survivor. It's a 77 model. It's a T-top car. You know, just a beautiful old Survivor car.
I remember that, the RFI suppressor there over the HEI, tops off, that brown Naugahyde looking interior, baby. That looks like a Primus album cover right there, brother.
Yeah.
So imperfections in it, but the guys out here driving around Parker, Aurora, getting around to the shows, that's the main.
It's a Survivor. That's what it's all about, man. You know,
That's the struggle right there.
and we did. We featured this one at.
It's Angry Clover, right? Or someone
Yes,
else?
yeah, I think it was. Yes, it was. And then here,
Too bad our Shelby guy didn't show up, right?
yeah, 08. Just a beautiful car, man. Once again, big fan of the blue. That's just me. But the chrome wheels, the big brakes on the car.
Oh, yeah.
Just a beautiful automobile.
Man, you
Great.
look good in this thing.
You know, Zora Duntov, man, he had it going on. And if he would only been able to see what his creation has come to, even with the mid-engine stuff.
Yeah,
and stuff.
right.
I mean, I still love the Corvette. It's a big in this heart right here.
So does he like it, or is he rolling over in his grave?
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Oh, I know, he's giving thumbs up.
There you
That's
go,
what he's
there you
doing,
go.
Man. And then, of course, we got another beautiful car here. And this is a 72 model CUDA. And got the original factory hood on it. Just a nice automobile.
Super
I
clean.
like the 340 paint job. Once again, the
RT
two-tone colors.
two-tone, yeah.
Sublime green.
Yeah, and just going back to the Chrysler product with the oranges, the green, the
Right.
plum crazy purple, etc. So really taking their cars kind of up. You know,
Yep.
we see custom cars all the time now, especially in this age of vinyl wrapping and whatnot. But
Right.
they're kind of taking it to the next level. We're talking, 50, 60 years ago,
Right.
at this point. So
Well, and the thing is Plymouth and Dodge, they weren't big interior people. They concentrated on drivetrains and stuff. So their interiors weren't very, very good. But to see an interior that has survived like this one has,
the
it's
dual wood
amazing.
grain, nah.
It's just
Well, like,
amazing.
I've always been partial to the telescoping sleeve
Oh,
there.
yes.
Look
Yeah.
on the
Yep.
columns there.
Guaranteed.
Super pretty car, attention grabber for sure.
Guaranteed.
Now you don't really see many you see like factory Lamborghinis and stuff like
Sure.
that in this kind of loud color. So
Yep. And then look at here, man. Military all the way,
that's
baby.
right. Did we see this one at Ponderosa, or might have been one of his?
I
course.
think it was, but I mean, look at this, the attention to detail, the ammo boxes, the phone.
Phone, yeah. Super clean car.
I mean, this is what they did, and really, these Jeeps come in a case, a big
Yep.
crate, and you could build them and stuff. But I mean, we got the axe, we got the shovels, we got another radio here. This here is done right, man. This is done right.
Beautiful.
Even look at the gun up underneath the dash and stuff.
Look at those wipers. Armstrong wiper system.
Yeah, this is period correct,
Yeah.
guaranteed, man.
What a beautiful
Guaranteed.
ride.
Is this yours?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
do own one, but it's not this one.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
fun
Is
car.
it? Would you like to tell us a little bit about it, please?
This thing came here.
We have a show on
Yeah.
Facebook. It's called Rolling with Roller and
Oh, yeah.
Derek. I'm Roller. This is Derek.
Pleasure.
And this will be on Facebook. But we'd like to know a little bit about this.
What's your name, sir?
It's Phil Curry.
Pleasure.
Yep. And this was bought from a guy in Sedalia.
Uh huh.
And the story about it, he restored it, almost all of it, probably about 20 years ago, and moved to California. And the guy that helped him restore it, who has a couple of these, when the guy came back to Colorado, the guy wanted to sell it because he was going to head right back to California. So I got in touch with the guy, and we bought it.
Uh huh.
I have not done a whole bunch of work to it. It's a little mechanical work, cleaned it up,
Uh-huh.
detailed it.
Did a
So
fantastic
yeah, it looks
job.
really good.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, when you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm wrong more than I'm right, but these came in a big wooden crate, correct?
Great. Yeah. Not much bigger than what you see there.
Exactly right.
The tires and everything are jammed inside, and that they could take them out. Well, if you've seen those videos,
Yeah, or the breakdowns, yeah.
you can take one and put it together in 14 minutes, something like that, and
it's
have
amazing.
it running. Yeah.
And they always used to say one wrench fits it all,
Pretty
but
much.
it's pretty close to being one
You
wrench.
get 7/16, a half inch, and a 9/16.
There you
right
go.
in three.
Right,
That's
that's
about
three
it.
wrench, yeah.
That's about
But it sounded better for one wrench
would,
for them
yeah.
back in
It's
the
a better
day.
story.
So all the little tractions that came with the car, the Jeep, it was those what you've added.
I've collected, yes.
That's
An
awesome.
Amazing collection.
This is a Willys.
Uh-huh.
Ford built almost half of them in World War II.
Right.
And we do have the Ford version, the GPW, and it's a 43.
Uh-huh.
And was built as a radio Jeep. The 12-volt generator between the seats,
Uh-huh.
PTO driven,
Jeez.
drives, there's a radio stack in the back about this tall, and those radios still work in the other Jeep. But
Wow.
It looks just like this one.
I have a good friend. I'm an automobile auctioneer, Dan Emick. Do you know Dan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we know
Dan
him very
Emick's
well.
a good
He's in
friend
our
of
club,
mine.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I figured he
Yeah.
would be. Yeah, I figured you'd belong, and he really. He takes it very seriously.
Oh, yeah.
I tell him, I said, "You're the closest thing to MacArthur I've ever seen." in my life."
He dresses up as Joe.
It does. Yeah, Patton, you're right. Yeah, guaranteed. But yeah, just a beautiful. The guns, everything. I just you know, probably so far we haven't been through the whole scenario of cars here, but I'm saying this is the thumbs up of the day right here, man. So
I like it. It's super clean, super straight.
Because, like you're right, the guns and all that stuff, they have to put the ammo cans.
Yes.
The bottom one is a modern one, but those are both World War II ammo cans, 50 gals.
wow.
So it's
My wife ran over my period correct beer cooler last week, so yeah.
I think any beer cooler is period correct.
Right.
I like the way you're
As
thinking.
long as it works.
Yeah,
Exactly.
to keep it
Exactly.
cold, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I think this is one of our favorites, don't you?
I do, and
I really, really do.
I have 2 questions, and I'm sure you get one all the time. Explain the flipped headlight. Is that
These guys have thought about everything. You know, it's normally last right
Sure.
there. At night, boom,
spotlight?
aim it, they can work on the engine.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
It is. They come
Yeah.
up with some cool stuff.
My second question:
Okay.
Why does the hood have ground straps?
When they install radios in them,
Do the antenna on there?
Every single thing is grounded on these things. If you look, there's ground straps all over the place.
Uh-huh.
That's the reason.
And that was all original.
Yep,
that's what
how
they
it
did.
was. Yep. And the radio Jeep I have has twice as many ground straps.
Does it really?
It's even got a ground to the exhaust,
Oh, jeez.
which this has the tab, but it's not grounded to the exhaust pipe. But yeah, it's
That's
just
awesome.
amazing what they did. But it's got all the radio interference, eliminated most of it.
That's a good point.
Anything that's shook,
Right.
if it's metal-to-metal contact,
Right.
it's going to be radio interference.
Well, I want to thank you for preserving history, because that's what you've done here.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, the young kids today, they don't understand what this Jeep is. They just think, oh wow, some dude owns that, and it's
You're
not.
losing
but they
it, yeah.
don't understand what this really represents, and the period of this was a workhorse, guys.
Oh, yeah.
This was a workhorse of the Army, and it just is amazing reproduction. And thank you so much for preserving it.
Yeah, I think Eisenhower, he had 3 things that helped win the war.
Uh-huh.
This was number 1.
Yeah, guaranteed.
And there's a couple, I can't remember the other ones, but
Yeah.
this was number 1.
But how many of these were in the war?
Well, there were 760,000 of them.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The numbers. It
The
really is.
Europeans are even more fanatic about these things.
Uh-huh.
And you'll find their stuff is just like this. It's just
Right.
detailed.
Right.
But what I don't like about them, like D-Day anniversary,
Yeah.
don't take them. They drive them on the beach and into the water. No. Don't drive those things in salt water.
Well, that salt water just eats them up.
Yeah.
Just eats them up.
Don't do that.
Well, we have this program called Rolling with Roller and Derek. We want to give you a sticker for your toolbox at home.
Oh, excellent.
We're going to let you pick what you want. We got the old school hot rod, we got the old school on-air microphone, and we got the motor.
Like that guy.
Okay, all right.
And it's on
Kind of
Facebook?
figured, yes, it is. All you got to do is just go to Roller with Derek.
Okay, I'll be looking
This
for it.
interview will be on there. Please tell your friends.
Oh, yeah.
That way we can build our audience.
yes.
That's what we ask out of you. And we do appreciate you taking the time, and once again, thank you for preserving history.
Thanks for the interest
Yeah,
in it, too.
not a problem. Yeah,
Appreciate
guaranteed,
it.
guaranteed. All right, have a nice
Yeah,
day.
you too.
All right, guys, that's what it's about, man. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip the phone over for a minute. I'm gonna take
boy.
over and let Derek do some talking here for a minute. We kind of both want to be stars.
You know
I guess.
it's bad when he's the face, right?
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead and talk to us about this beautiful car.
Start with this one. 69 vet. What's going
This
on?
is my car.
Awesome. Right off the bat, just the Mako body, the silver paint, 4-speed car. What's your name, sir?
Frank
Frank?
Scholler.
Derek
He's
Murphy.
lying.
Ryan.
It's not Frank.
Oh, jeez. There we go.
It's fine. It's fine.
Frank, why don't you tell us some about your Corvette? Because you obviously know more about it than me.
Okay, it's 69, which I purchased from the second owner while I lived in California in 1994.
Okay.
And brought it up here in Colorado in 1999. So I've owned it almost, 30 years now, 30 years next year. And it's all original, other than I had to replace the seats, the seat covers and the foam. The seat covers were the vinyl,
Yep.
and the vinyl was coming apart,
Yep.
and the foam was disintegrating into powder.
Very, very, very known trait for the Corvette.
Yeah, so I wound up deciding to replace it with leather rather than the original vinyl.
Good choice.
It wasn't per the build sheet of the car, which I have all that stuff, but I figured leather's always nicer,
Sure.
and you don't stick to it, not leather, and I just like leather better.
Yeah. Well, you did a great job. And, this car was really popular in 69 with the Apollo astronauts and stuff
Yes.
like that.
I got theirs for free, though.
Well, that's the truth. And I'd love to have one of their cars, but they're a little bit out of my price range. Yeah, but you know, correct shielding on the car. Just a beautiful, beautiful Survivor. I mean, this is what we talk to our fans a lot about Survivor cars, and that's what this is. As you can see, the cowl, it lifted up. Correct? Tell them a little bit about that.
Well, the original, starting with the C3 models, and my first Corvette was a '68. I bought it brand new when I got out of college. My first car. So I went right to the top.
Right.
And that entire system, this cowl flap, the headlights, there's a bunch of stuff. It's all run off the vacuum. And these bundles of black hoses you see, those are all the vacuum hoses. And I know there's some breaks in them, you know, they're old, they're original, but I had bought a complete set of new hoses, and I'm currently going through the car to replace all the hoses and like that vacuum damper there that actuates it. All that has to be probably checked and replaced if necessary. So,
and that's a big job.
Yes.
Very big job.
I do it myself. If it's over my head, I'll take it to somebody.
There you go. There you go.
But
Hands on, you know it gets done right.
Yeah. So, and like I say, it's all original. It's only got 69,000 miles on it. This is one of the few times it's been out of the garage. It only comes out when I drive it to functions and just because I want to drive it.
More of a show.
Yeah, I don't leave it outside overnight, anything like that.
It almost makes you want to not drive it to keep the 69,000 miles on it because of the year model of the car and stuff like that. You know, it kind of goes good. Derek, why don't you show them a little bit of that interior?
Yeah, absolutely. So super clean black interior, 350 plaque in here. Your power window switches, staple of the Corvettes, lock, unlock handles. You've seen this in all these Corvettes. It's just a really clean example. The interior super clean, like Frank was telling us. Just the leather replacement, the seats, T-top car. He's got the tops up for the cruise tonight, but just beautiful Mako body style, and just what a pretty car, silver and chrome.
When they do, but I won't throw it away.
Yeah, no.
I'll box it up.
Yeah.
If and when I ever sell it.
Sure.
If people want to make it authentic and put
Right.
it back the way it was, and have all three parts.
Yeah.
Right down to the nuts and bolts.
Yeah, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Now the other thing is the paperwork I've got from the original owner. This was the standard brochure you get in the Chevy dealer, and I don't know whether they do that anymore, but I'm sure they do.
Oh, they have some pretty extensive books now and stuff.
These are all there's the idento plate,
Wow.
the owner's manual, in the original.
From the dealership.
Yes, and
Instructions for the key.
And guys, nowadays this is what we call documentation, and that's what really, really makes these cars worth a lot of money.
yeah, well, where do you see that? That's
Original title?
No, that's
No,
my
that's a Colorado. Okay.
That's my title.
Okay.
The rest from here on, original window sticker.
Yes, guaranteed. What did it sell for brand new?
6,200 something.
Would you like your money back?
That's a copy of the window sticker. This is the original sales slip
Wow,
with all the option prices.
that's amazing. Yeah.
That's the first California registration, and
Oh my God, the history of this car is just
years
amazing.
and years and years.
But how cool to have this.
Yes, this was the ad I saw in a sports car trade. It was the throwaway papers you get every year for this car.
Hey guys.
Hey.
So I saw that and I went to look and I said I have to have it. This was some stuff I researched to make sure this is an all numbers matching original car. Engine, the whole 9 yards.
Right.
This was my purchase stuff of it. You know, cashier's check, that kind of stuff. And here's some of my documentation. This is the picture of the car when it showed up in Colorado in 1999 when I moved here. And we had it sent up by transporter. I did not drive it. And now these are my registrations. And I got a new one coming next year for 2024. They're 5-year registrations. That's why I only got a couple of them. And this is just information I collected. These are other car shows I was in. Not all of them, but some of them. won an award for Freedom of the Road. Best personifies the freedom of the road. I thought that was nice.
And that was
Sure.
That's the church there in Elizabeth, too.
Yes.
So that's the one I stumbled across the groceries in the back of the car and ended up hanging out for an hour or so.
Yeah, this was the purchase order for the materials to redo the seats. This is the brochure on moon roofs. I have another set of roofs at home with glass tops.
Right, uh-huh.
This was a letter I had sent to Peterson asking if they were interested in displaying the car, and they weren't. Screw them.
Yeah.
I like that.
This was a top flight award that it got a number of years ago, a previous owner, not me. Here's all the ranking sheets. So I realized when they deduct for a scratch in the ashtray,
Oh, yeah.
that's beyond me. Sorry.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it, except for this. This is the owner's original little record book, and he has
Oil
name,
changes, everything.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, look at that.
gas and oil
I'm
consumption.
slobbering over. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Every gallon of gas they put in the car, where they put it, where they bought the gas.
The documentation on this is just ridiculous.
I've
I mean,
never
it's
seen
just,
anything like that.
it's amazing.
And
And to be able to sit there and do this just religiously
Yeah.
is amazing.
yeah, now this is my handwriting. This is when I got the car. I couldn't keep up. It was just driving me nuts.
Well, you go in to get gas, you don't want to take the time to write everything down, you know?
Yeah. And
That's how he scratched the ashtray.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is another one, trip diary, where they went. They drove in what was that? May of '69.
Yeah.
They left at 4:50 in the morning, I guess, with a speedometer reading of what 530 miles on the car.
Wow.
They drove from Long Beach to Fort Bragg, California.
Wow.
And it's all this kind of stuff. Where they went, when they got there. It's
I don't know if I've ever seen a car tell a story
No,
like this.
me neither. Me neither.
so. When I bought the car and I realized what I didn't know that I was going to get all of this.
Right.
But when I got it, I said, yeah, I can never modify this car in any way, shape, or
No, you can't.
It's 100% original.
Right.
Other than new master cylinder and front calipers and brake pads and the seats.
Right.
Other than that,
Well, I tell you what, you have a beautiful automobile.
Thank you.
Thank you for, once again, preserving history. There's nothing better than an old Corvette to me. I love Corvettes. Big fan of the Corvette. Have been since I was a little kid. But I like the 60 the best, but the 69 and the 67 are my favorite years.
Yeah.
They really are.
I'm a 68, 69 guy, just that 68.
Right.
My dad had grown up. I remember in our little town in Illinois, he and my mom would be up front. I'd get kind of stuffed in that little,
Yeah, oh,
not
yeah.
quite as big as I am now, of course.
Yeah.
A 3-4-year-old kid getting, a 2-year-old kid getting stuffed back there. I think he had like a home Kenwood speaker for a surround sound back in like 78, 9, you know.
So that's why you're hard of hearing.
What?
Yeah.
So awesome. Frank, what a great car, great story. Appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time.
Yes, thank you. And then we'll let him pick a sticker out.
you go.
Okay.
So-
You'll be able to get on Facebook and see this.
okay.
And it's called Rolling with Roller and Derek.
You got the hot rod, the motor, and the mic.
Let's see, and this is, okay.
And you can pick and put it on your toolbox, whatever you want.
Is that appropriate for the Corvette? Or which?
Sure it is.
They're all appropriate for this.
They're all appropriate.
Okay. All right, because I didn't want to get something that was meant for hot rod.
No, it's how you perceive it. That's what it is.
Well, we definitely want to share this story with as many
Yeah.
people as possible. So obviously,
Okay.
like you said, and rightfully so, you don't take the car out too much. So it's a real treat for us to be able to document your car, go over the car with you, and just see this kind of preservation. And again, just the amount of documentation. I've never heard of anything like this.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure there's stuff
amazing.
out there, but
Yeah.
maybe they're over my pay grade.
Right.
It ain't in that Ford F-150 pay grade.
Right, exactly. Well, thank you for your time.
Okay.
I appreciate you very much, and enjoy.
Yes.
Eh,
do.
yeah, I
love
mean-
driving this thing.
Are you going to pass the car along to anybody?
Well, my son, he's around somewhere.
Is he sitting behind the
And
Jeep?
Probably, yeah, because he's in a military vehicle. So
Okay.
5 military vehicles.
I see your shirt.
And
The
sunset
Mountain
on the
Fox
back of
Tank
that
Corps.
too, yeah.
Yeah, and we're currently restoring a Jeep like this.
Oh, cool! What a great project!
Oh, yeah, but it's,
It's a hard job.
yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It keeps me out of trouble.
So you know Dan Emick too, then?
I know Dan.
Yeah, he's a good
another
guy.
Yeah,
He really takes it to heart.
yes.
I mean, even at the auctions, when he pulls up to the auctions, he comes in, he's dressed in the military stuff, you know.
Yeah.
That's just Dan for you.
Is General Patton?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you very much. We appreciate you guys.
welcome.
All right.
Appreciate
All right.
it.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Wow, one of my favorite car stories we've done so far, getting to know these people and their vehicles, etc. So, very cool. What a great story. That's one we're going to remember. I said 2 candidates there for kind of best in show for us.
Guaranteed.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if we'll ever top that story, but with that being said, let's move along to these cars over here. Look at this 46 Chevy halftime. I've seen this one around about before. That's a lot of black paint to keep looking this beautiful.
That is a lot of
And
black
this,
paint.
even though it's a newer phone, I tell you people, it's not doing this car any justice. The chrome, the red accents in the chrome, this car is a stunner. And it's a lot of car, but let's check it out. We know our friend John just got his 56 panel wagon back, so kind of into that thing. We'll see him around more, but nice, clean, modernized interior, wooden accents in there, real plain Jane, one-piece gauge set there, HVAC controls, of course, got your manual front window, manual transmission, your four-wheel drive in there. These big white walls, tires.
And look how laser straight the sides are. That's a lot of metal to sand, man.
Like I was saying, beautiful, beautiful setup back here with the single tail light. Look at that wood interior right there. Oh, baby.
Yeah. Just a beautiful, beautiful restoration.
Make Hugh M. Wood cream in his pants.
Yeah.
Check this truck out too. We've seen this truck around too, so it's bag slammed, complete custom chassis. See the 10 bolt back there. Wicked Graham Customs there, Loco. Check this out. It's kind of cool, so you can just see how clean and the kind of pride they took in the work back there, the electrical work, the hydraulic plumbing, fuel lines, drivetrain, etc. I mean, just look how clean everything is back there. Get a shot of that real quick. And for how big this car is, man, you wouldn't think you got that little bit of room between your transmission and your differential there, but this is a cab over engine, it looks like. So.
Yep, old COE.
Yeah. Oh,
Just a beautiful, beautiful truck, man.
yeah, just super clean accents.
Big, big, big wheels.
Look at that exhaust.
Love the side exhaust on it.
It's a whole lot of truck, but super, super sanitary. Great looking interior. Suede, leather interior. Crank window again, of course. What a cool big truck.
Mercury Capri.
Look at that. Got what is it, like two? Is it it's like a 2, 3, 4, but little V6s in these things.
73 model.
And check it out. Got some headers on there. Got the Offenhauser intake.
Yep.
Something you don't see every day. So what a cool little car.
Very small car with enough engine to be very, very fast.
And it's technically a sports car. If you look, you have adjustable camber plates on here. So these are aftermarket performance parts they made for these cars here. AC car, the whole nine. What a fun little, like, it's kind of cool for some of those European kind of sporty touring cars here, but super clean interior. You got the two-knob, period correct two-knob, little rally steering wheel there. It's a fun little car. You don't see too many of them either, and that's kind of the thing is. Flatback. I'm trying to think what this reminds me. Almost like those older Corollas.
Yeah,
It's almost like it was meant to compete with like the Japanese market.
exactly. And it was. I mean, that was a big year to compete with Datsun and all that right there.
Yeah, when they started moving in America.
66
so
model. We've seen this car at Cars and Coffee
Right? Is this?
at Rise and Grind.
No, that was
Isn't
another
this not it?
No, that was another one. That one had a little bit different motor, but this is a beautiful 66. And again, we see some 65s and we see a lot of 67s, and of course your bigger, faster back 68, 69s. But the 66s are few and far between. But I'll tell you what, big block car, got the juice on it. This is a fun looking car, 4-speed. Come on here and check this out. Everything's period correct in there. Look at those panels, the buckets, the dash.
Love the shifter.
Got a plethora of gauges back here too. We know the trunk's open. So
That's the word of the day, plethora.
Tell you what, it means a lot to me.
Yes, it does.
When the trunk's
Super
open,
sport.
You know they're doing something custom, or they're just letting you know they like to sit in style.
Oh, little NOS. Little NOS.
Remember, we can build you a subwoofer box with a fake sub and put that in there. Them big speaker wires have to go right into the engine, baby.
Guaranteed, man. Guaranteed.
Nice little Fox body here. 4i.
Turbine wheels.
Yeah, stick car. Look at the red interior. Our buddy Paul had one of these in high school rolling around. The thing was a
Factory
down
moonroof.
Red, yeah. Moonroof there. 5-liter car should be. Yep.
Yep, 5.0.
Carbureted thing. I think 85 then went to the roller cams. 85 or 80, yeah, 86 was the first year of the fuel injection. 85 was the roller cams, but still had the little 302 in here. So fun little car. Sorry, this is a Capri, not a Mustang. apologize.
So
for that,
Mercury.
but yeah.
This is not a Ford product. This is a Mercury product,
Well,
which was the same thing.
Yeah, just
but Mercury and
is
Ford were two different divisions.
Much rarer. So
Right.
wow, look at this. Was it 52, 53 Chevy rolling through? Taxi, cat car. Look at that.
Taxi.
split a chair. What's going on? Wow, what a fun little car. Period correct. You know they have fun with that thing driving.
You know they do.
Wow. Go back to this Galaxy too, for sale as well. So 62 light blue. I want to say we've seen this car before.
We have.
Maybe
And-
Ponderosa, but FE car.
Yep.
Triple deuce 406 in there, so you know this thing's moving. And like I said, when I talk about moving, we're talking about 4 gears, baby. 4 top loader transmission. Something's got a blower and a cam over there. Sorry, got my attention for a minute. Not to get too far away, but beautiful period correct. Looks like original or maybe restored at one point. Blue interior. The aluminum brush dash bezel there. Everything's original in there. Some beautiful
And he has some beautiful cars.
Yeah.
Oh, look at here. Somebody coming to give Bob a little competition. You know?
No competition. Hey, Grimace, get out of here, Grimace.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, he has saw this GN pulling up when we first started. So, like I said, my stepmom had one of these. I told the story. Left my crayons up on the deck lid on our trip back from Wisconsin. This one looks like it's obviously had some work done to it. Bigger turbo, everything's super clean, sanitary under the hood. Don't be fooled. This thing was faster than the Corvette. You know when they
Guaranteed it was.
This was GM's fastest product out there. So, how's that interior looking? I'm sure the car's been restored. I mean, it's super jet black. It's straight. So. Beautiful. Oh, got the JLs in there. So this guy and I are speaking the same language. Nice little aftermarket head unit in there. Like, still has that factory look. Couple accents there with the boost gauge and whatnot. Doing it right, taking care of the solar dash with the thing. But this car is slick. This car is a killer.
Nice car, man. And they did. They chewed up Corvettes and spit them out.
You know about that extra torque down for the alternator right there. This thing's, I tell you, these things start spooling up. They're going to start moving on that.
Right.
Frame, these G-body frames.
Another 57.
Yeah,
57. I did a thing over, not at Freddy's, but at the bank the other day when we went to the bank.
Thought of some here, but obviously resto mod,
right?
Big wheels, suspension, I mean, we got original metal in the car and some interior accents, but this is a newer Corvette through and through, essentially, like a ZL1, if you will.
And he's getting ready to take this to cruising the coast in Biloxi, Mississippi, and you know it'll be taken out there, and just what a fun time this car is going to be. Sure. Guaranteed. He can sit in the back and drink cold ones. I'll just drive for him. But yeah, Rick Moore is his name, and Rick did a fantastic job on the car, man. He has a lot of updates, a lot of upgrades on it.
And normally a lot of these older cars, I don't like to see the tint. I think this one is done just right because it's still maintaining the chrome. The paint just, I mean, the camera again not doing justice, but just the trim and everything with the tint, keeping the sun out of there. It doesn't look too hot in there. You can get in this car and drive around when it's sunny out. You know, that's
right.
That's nice about window tint, not just for looks, but actual functionality. Speaking of which, I'm going to get a quick plug to Morris Automotive there, and I know they're starting their new rep shop over there near the law shop on Hinsdale. Again, the only guy I'll go to for tint, so make sure to see those guys. Get a hold of them through us on Facebook with Roland and Derek. Back to the cars right now.
Here we go.
Beautiful car, height, 750 horsepower car, and pop the hood on it and just get in it and drive.
Yep.
And just, again, sanitary engine.
Look at the big transmission cooler in it and stuff like that, and intercooler. I mean, just a beautiful big intercooler. Even the transmission, then the big 4-quart radiator, man.
Like I said, just older car like this, heavier car, even with this transplant, get in it, drive it to Mississippi.
And run like a...
I'm assuming he's probably going to transport it, ideally with this kind of a high-end custom car. But I guarantee you, I'm getting back to a rep, those guys do clear brawl for you. But you get in this car, drive cross country.
Guaranteed.
And have more power to get out of the way and in style and comfort. So.
Look at here.
Nice 34.3 window.
34, and it's got the 69 Camaro Ice Cube tray in the hood, vents, man. Yeah, the cow vents and stuff. Got the rallies with the red rim and stuff in there. Just a beautiful, and just a really nice pinstripe on it. Look at that lipstick red. Boy, I'll tell you what, interior, two-tone gray, gauges are beautiful. This is a beautiful car, man. Beautiful car. And this is a trunk version. This is not a rumble seat or anything like that. Just a nice one.
TA here. Check this one.
Yeah. Late 70s. This is the turbo edition. You know, these cars weren't really popular, and all of a sudden the turbo one really caught on.
You know,
man.
it's you don't see too many of them, and
right.
Just turboing was back in this period. Turbos were for Saabs,
right?
Essentially, you know, no one was really doing them. Some of the smaller stuff, but especially on American cars, it wasn't very. Hadn't been really well figured out, and hadn't really worked all the kinks out. So either it'd be hit or miss on these. So 1980 car, we know we're just coming out of a gas crisis at that point. I'm still walking around in diapers, learning how to walk and whatnot. But with that being said, I mean, this would have been, just underneath the 455 cars, stuff like
right.
that. But better than your entry level ones. And now look at them. I mean, these are collector. I've got the rallies on there.
Those are one of a kind wheels, man. I love them turbine wheels like that.
Sorry,
yeah, just a beautiful 4-wheel disc brake car. Just a nice automobile, and it's an 80 model, and it's just really, really nice. Of course, Burt Reynolds, he made the Trans Am famous.
He did a couple years before this. You didn't see too many like this. But like I said, that's kind of the thing is you don't see too many of these. So, and it's in really clean shape. He's out here driving around at Dakota, beautiful park in Colorado.
Right.
Check this one out. So I want to see we saw this one at Hondo before too, but Coyote swaps, older Bronco. This thing was making some noise coming in. Lots of fab work done. So. It's motivating me to go back in time and maybe not get married and have kids, have a little extra that Coyote money. So, no, I'm only serious, of course, but really clean, really clean Coyote swap Bronco here. Got to have the big hood, show that big motor there, flared out fenders. Check it out, baby.
Yeah.
Got it going on. It's done right on the suspension thing. Check out the interior. Beautiful, beautiful interior here. Big
Mastercraft seats.
Oh, yeah.
Nice gauge kit in it.
Got the big steering.
Awesome road. Yeah. Well, you got to have it, man.
Retrofitted new mirrors on here too as well.
Yeah, exactly right. And then back to the Ford notoriety of attention to detail, man.
Exactly. Going back to the chrome split here, Sunliner. Look at that. Remind me of your grandma's couch back in Illinois.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, and they'd still yell at you for sitting on it, and don't spill nothing on the couch, honey.
That's right. So everyone knows the Skyliner, of course, the retractable hardtop. This one in pristine condition here. Beautiful car. I think it was a 59. 59. Skyliner.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this car has obviously been restored to the T's, the white walls, everything is correct in the car. This car is straight. I don't see an imperfection in the car.
The design of the retractable top was amazing to make everything work, because what this top does is it goes back down inside, guys, and it comes down and hides in the trunk, which is there, and then the top of the trunk comes down and closes it off, and then you have this beautiful parade car, and it's just awesome. Look at the fender well covers and the chrome. Take a look at the bumpers and stuff on the back. The Continental kit.
Yeah, you
just a beautiful automobile. 59 model, and just the attention to detail. The aluminum in the pans there, those channels, the big bumpers, the big tail lights.
Look at those exhaust tips too.
Big.
I want to cover the mirrors, because if you look at something that you don't see a whole lot too, and that's the built-in spots into them.
Yeah, and that was a big thing in the day. But look at the factory air.
Yep, air conditioning car.
Got the dice hanging off the roof. Just a beautiful. But these here, kind of a cool spotlight.
I think
mirror.
Ford teamed up with either G or Unity on those and put those in back.
And it looked like GE.
And the bulb, yeah.
Yeah, for the bulb. But it got the correct overflow bag. Just a nice automobile, man.
Thunderbird motor, high output motor.
I tell you what, you're looking at a nice Skyliner. You got one here. Got a nice, beautiful automobile. Should be proud. Torpedo bumper spears. Just the grill. Everything's pristine on the car. Just a nice automobile, man.
Beautiful car.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Well, what we got? Let's go over here. Let's see what we got.
Take the row up here. I'm gonna do a row back.
Go to roll
Couple
back.
Cars we've seen before. Some Harleys out. We got people parking out in the streets. Got the Jeep out here with the family. They're buying that whole line. Check out this. Start with this Land Cruiser over here. It's been parked here since we got here. And look at this. We've got custom cars parked.
We got it. Really?
Beautiful Land Cruiser, super straight shape.
Yeah.
Look at this condition here. Everything's been broken down, cleaned, coated. This car's been restored from the ground up, it looks like. So, 76.
Just a beautiful. We had a towing business back in the 70s, and we rescued one of these out of a beaver pond up in West Cliff, and all you could see was from here up. It had sunk down in, and they just couldn't get it out. But they say these could, if you could hang on, these things would climb a straight up wall almost, man.
Yeah,
got
a beaver
seats
pond is why I can't afford that.
That's right, exactly. How you doing? But yeah, the seats fold down. You know, just a beautiful, beautiful little.
Lots of room for how small the car is.
Right. Exactly right. Exactly.
Awesome. Let's check out this Impala here too. So it looks just like a driver quality Impala here, super clean, 64. Got the red wine in the back.
There you go. Wine before it's time. Right there.
Super straight car. Got your skirts on here, white walls. You buy 8s, so you're buying
fender skirts.
Yeah.
Only thing that's really missing is the curb feelers, man.
I thought about getting one.
But dude, I mean, I'm not making fun of that. That was a styling for basically this year. In fact, weren't they introduced in '64 maybe, or just a little before then?
I think a little bit before.
Yeah, but just. And for the guys that don't know what the curb feelers are, it was 2 wires that hung out off the side of the fender, and it made noise so that you didn't scratch your wheels and stuff on the car. Yeah, exactly. And the curb feelers they became a big deal. But look at the interior. Just a beautiful automobile, SS car. You can always tell by the bucket seats, the chrome around it. Once again, the detail that the designers built back in the day was amazing, guys. Just amazing. And the thing that I like about it, look at the factory tack, but the thing I like about it is it's original. And don't get me wrong, I like the lowriders and stuff, but they love this year model.
Oh yeah, I've had a lot of requests.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is your car, so Wade, I'm guessing. I'm Derek.
Wait,
This is Roller. We're doing our show.
Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you, man. Nice to meet
What
you.
else would you like to tell us about the car? Like I said, full factory tack, factory AC car.
Yeah.
What else about it?
Yep, it's got an interesting history. So I've had it about 20 years. My uncle bought it from a guy that came from Oklahoma. He drove by this guy's house a couple times. He had it in his barn with the door open, and he pulled over. He had a lot of Impalas, and he said, "Hey, would you ever be willing to part with it?" And the guy's like, "No, I'm gonna fix it up." So a year and a half goes by. He calls him, said, "Okay, come get it." So long story short, the guy had a son-in-law that had borrowed some money. He said, "I'm going to hold the car until you pay me back." Well, he divorced the woman, and he never paid him back, so the guy kept the car.
There you go. Wow. And
So, lucky for me.
right, exactly. And if I'm not mistaken, 64 was the last year of the vent window, and then they went to a solid window in 65. Yeah, but the vent window was like your 255 air conditioning, wasn't it?
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get on the highway, it's amazing.
It is.
The air that pulls
Until
in.
that bee comes in and lands on your leg when you're wearing shorts, because it was definitely catch a bee or a bug or 3. Yeah, guaranteed. Well, just a nice Impala, man.
Yeah, that's the original matching motor.
Okay.
I just
Do like intake, headers, stuff like that. Okay.
blacked it out and cleaned it up
Awesome.
a bit.
It fits good in the car. It looks great in here. So.
Of course, in 64 was the only year for the flat front end, correct? And then in 65 they changed it again. Yeah. So just a beautiful car, man.
Everyone in America was just changing through the years in the mid.
Oh, they did, you know.
Arms race, really.
Yeah.
This was the family man's Corvette.
It was,
Right? So
yeah.
you could fit your kids in there, but it had the 327.
And it all went all the way up to the big block. You get the 409 in it. Yeah.
Awesome.
My dad sold brand new Chevrolets at Fortino Jackson Chevrolet in this year, and I remember he used to come home all the time with a 409 or a 327 car, and they were really nice. But as a kid, you didn't think,
You had no
wow,
idea what that meant.
just think what this car is,
Yeah.
And today, you see one, you get a little saliva comes out the
like,
side of your
oh,
mouth.
Yeah.
Well, let's hook him up with a sticker, man.
absolutely.
Let's hook
So,
him up with a
The
sticker
show
here.
will be available on Facebook later. We're doing it live now, but it'll be uploaded there. So got the old school mic, the hot rod,
Nice.
and the big motor. So
All right, cool. Oh, that's cool. I appreciate it.
one of my 3 favorites.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Wade.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah,
Cool
you
story.
guys take care.
Like I said, cool that it comes from the family. Uncle bought
Right.
it. Great little story there. Found himself a lady. Where was it? At Beaver Lake, I think it was. Kind of like myself, and then
You found your wife at Beaver Lake?
I think it was.
Well, this is a children's friendly show.
Yeah, so, that's up in the mountains. But anyway, interesting story. Got it from the uncle. It's out here now, again, at Takota Tavern, beautiful Parker, Colorado.
Thanks for keeping history alive. I appreciate you, man.
Awesome
Thank you so
talking.
much.
See you around.
Right here. Then look at here, guys. 32, right? Just you want me to take those? Okay. Just a beautiful old car, man. I like the louvers on the side. The pinstripe that highlights the louvers. Just a really clean snow white interior.
Right number of pedals.
What do they call the billet aluminum? Yeah.
Column there.
And
brushed aluminum background on the gauges.
just a beautiful representation of and it's probably a kit. I don't think it's real, but it's just a beautiful representation of a nice car. Got the blue dot tail lights in them. These are actually kind of illegal, but this right here at night, when you turn on your headlight, this lights up blue, so it's kind of a cool little adage of the hot rod community,
Nice
guaranteed.
little small block center bolt head in there.
Right,
So.
right.
Fun little Alpha. Follow this in on the way. Like I said, I got there's a little
Carbon fiber
Kia
mirrors
between us, but I followed the big tire Willis and the Chevelle in, and then this guy was behind me. So sorry about any gas I dumped out of my tank. Raw fuel, but fun little sports car. Like I said, they're super light, and it's like driving a train. You're like on the Speed Tokyo train.
There you go.
On rails. So fun little sporty car here. Rear motor, fun stuff. Got his buddy here, Grandpa dropped the
Little Alfa, is it Romeo or Romeo?
I was just wondering the same thing, so someone was saying...
If you're Jackie Stewart, you pronounce it Alfa Romeo.
Romeo.
And if it's anybody else, it's Alfa Romeo. But I mean, so there's so many controversial. This is what it's called. But I mean, Jackie Stewart was a race car for Alfa Romeo. Since I'm talking about Jackie Stewart, and I'm just that's what I'm going to roll with. That's right. There you go. There you go.
Fun little sport touring car.
Yeah.
A two-seater. Got the top down again. Everyone knows I love those earthy tones. Chrome trim with, again, just probably like maybe a faux plastic that maybe at one time was a wood trim, or it just matches the interior. So this guy rolling in, and it was SS or Z01. This thing was moving some air on the way, and that's for sure.
He's got the gauges, got the 5-speed, probably 6-speed, and just a beautiful car, man.
Yeah, so
just a
boost
beautiful
gauges,
automobile.
got
I like the carbon fiber hood scoop with the skulls and stuff on it. Just
like
a
I
nice
said,
automobile.
E-force blower on it. Like I said, this thing is way too loud to not be pumping that much air through it. Nice little late gen Bronco there rolling by, top off. Looking for one that's needing a little love for under $1,000 at the title. We'll go from there.
There you go.
Turn to the front or the back.
Let's go to the front
Yeah.
and work our way, and then we'll come up around the back and
Sounds
finish
good.
up.
Time check real quick.
We okay?
You good?
Okay. We're at Takota Tavern. Takota Tavern here in Parker, Colorado. Come on out. There's a lot of cool cars here, guys. Great place to eat. Come and sit down.
Had a great breakfast.
Had a good breakfast. Got a nice patio. Come on out and hey, interview. Come on out and check out some cars. 57 wagon. The wagons are cool, man.
Yeah.
They have really caught on in the last few years. And, I mean, why would you not want to have one, especially if you're a family man?
We'll remember
and
Jill's
you want
Nomad from Home Improvement, too. Remember?
Right, exactly. Until Tim dropped the I-beam on it.
Yeah, right.
But just a nice car. I mean, he passed me on Smoky Hill one day, and it made Bob kind of do this, you know.
It's Andy's car. We've seen him out there in the Elizabeth area before, so for Boneyard and whatnot.
Right.
So. But super clean, copper flake on there. Here we go. Now here's Bert.
There's Bandit Trans Am right here.
There you go. Big block car.
Right here.
79. Feeling fine.
Birds, the black and the gold was kind of the I don't know what you call it. Maybe the featured car for
Gotcha.
the Trans Am.
Yeah.
Black and gold. You know, everybody had them, but of course they made them in.
Yeah, got those big
multi-different
wheels on
colors.
there, so updated a little bit. Real clean looking car, and they still look sporty, you know, for being all these years in the future.
Right.
For what they are. Nice old 3100 Chevy.
Making
Half ton.
making a 5-window. You know, got the kind of like the flat satin gray on it.
Here you go. Was that nailhead motor? You don't see that too much.
Hey,
So
but look at there.
beautiful.
Buick.
Yeah. For a good Buick, call me.
Yeah. And this is a 50 model. We got the velour interior.
Beautiful.
The big padded velour interior.
Super
so I
plush
imagine
looking.
this seat is really, really comfortable.
Sink into that thing and just get in and go. Beautiful
Show
wood
that
bed.
bed, man.
trim work, everything super clean.
And
5
once again,
windows.
I'm a big fan of the painted running
Steps,
boards.
yeah.
I mean, it was a big thing back in the 80s and stuff to chrome them.
Yeah.
But I am a big fan of the painted running
Yeah,
boards.
just the color matching. You got kind of just almost like a satin gray.
Yep.
Real pretty car here. Shows well. Tail lights molded underneath. LEDs.
Yeah.
Awesome. Got the B.
Super B. Once again, going back to Mopar, vinyl top car.
Pistol grip shifter.
Got the pistol grip shifter, man.
Beautiful.
Just this hood was an option too, and it was great in '69, man. The Super B is just a legendary car, an iconic car in its own mind.
I'd call Ford, actually, I'd say the teardrop hood is their most iconic hood. This is definitely like the Demon, like the race car one for Dodge.
Right.
The Fairlane one was kind of its own little niche thing for those 2 years. So
Yep, guaranteed.
iconic to me, but not so much to the general car people. But
And then we featured this one.
yeah,
This is just a stunning car. It is all exact the way that she come off the showroom floor back
Red
in the
lines,
day.
big block car.
396 motor, all correct, everything, battery correct, radiator correct. A lot of hot rodders put the aluminum radiator in it. Not this, man. They put it all back to stock. Back to stock. Love this hood. This hood is amazing.
the side louvers on there.
Love
Yeah,
that hood.
body by Fisher buckles.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Rex
And I mean, but
626.
just look at the highlighted chrome and stuff in the car, around the gauges and stuff. I mean, just a beautiful automobile.
Grip rail, everything.
Yeah, guaranteed.
How's it going, guys?
You know, the matches.
There's the happy owner. Yeah,
Yeah.
we come
How
back.
are you?
We come back for more.
Good to see
We
you,
like
man.
it so much.
We always got to showcase this beautiful car, man. I appreciate that. Let me see those stickers. Well, I don't think we had the stickers the last time we were here for you.
you didn't.
So we're going to
do
give
now.
you. We're going to give you your choice here. We've got the old school microphone. We've got very few of the hot rod left or the motor. Yeah, put one on your toolbox.
Oh yeah. Hard decision. I think that one.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
There you go. And
Yep.
thank you for bringing the beauty out, man.
Well, I almost fooled you. I almost bought a different car today, but it wouldn't start. It didn't want to go. Just get in, turn the key.
It's an old reliable.
Was our luck or day?
That's why.
That's it.
It's old Chevys never die. They just get better. That's all there is to it. That's right.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you again. I appreciate you.
Glad to see you guys.
Have a nice day. Okay?
Likewise.
Yeah.
See you next time. Again, I think that was our show winner last time.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's our real show winner right here,
Old Lee's car.
Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee.
Look how clean the thing is here.
6-cylinder. 6-cylinder.
I just keep
Cut in half.
the B12.
Check this.
Keeps calling me on.
You're fine. Go over here and check out this Challenger. Lots of custom work done. Beautiful detail though. Again, kind of an earthy copper brown. Lambo doors on it. Got the Dirk Malott interior mats there, but fun little car. Definitely a attention grabber. Sunroof car. Beautiful attention detail and just real customized car.
Boy, they've come a
Shin
long ways,
spoiler.
haven't they?
Yeah, right. No, I was saying just lots of custom stuff. Attention detail and just making it its own. You know, got the name on the cross brace there, the chin spoiler. Don't go too fast over any curbs on this one.
No joke.
Another Hellcat right here. So the big boy again, going back to that supercharged power car. Hop in here, 700 horsepower, air conditioning.
Speaking about this car, I had a dream last night that I bought a blue one. And
Time to make that dream a reality.
exactly. But I mean, I had a lot of fun in the car, and it was just in a dream, but just an amazing automobile.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed.
Absolutely over the top. And then another one of our favorite cars we featured at the diecast store.
Right.
So
And a great history on this car.
he had good stories on it from last time too. So
Thank you.
what's going on, buddy?
Good, man.
Another 69 there, two in the same spots.
Gotta
There's your
love the 69.
vinyl top there, small block
This
car.
car's for sale. We'll have to get a phone number
Yeah.
in case anybody's looking for a nice car. But
Yeah,
I mean,
super straight.
Once again, the vinyl top. Big fan of the vinyl top.
Some nice flake in
Love
the
it.
blue, wood grain interior, the nice
Gauges, got the horseshoe grip shifter on it. The wood grain dash, just all basically all there.
Big AR rims
Spoiler
on it.
the back.
Yeah.
So really, it's got a little suspension, just a little bit. I mean, you can only tell that, you know.
There you go. For just under 50K, this one could be yours, and this is a beautiful car.
We highlight some cars. This is Derek. I'm Roller.
Hey, Derek. Derek, what's your name?
John.
John.
69. And tell us about why you're selling it.
Well, I'm selling it. Just it's time for another project. I've had quite a few, and all different kinds of cars, and I just love cars.
Right.
So I'm always seeing something. Life's short. Get a new car, you know.
What are you gravitating towards next?
Another a truck.
A truck?
An early truck.
Right.
You know, something probably late 40s.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Good choice.
What, 48 to 52 probably.
Nice. Big motor truck. Gonna do all that?
No, I'm gonna do another small block. I prefer a small block.
Do you?
Yeah. I drove to Salt Lake City and back for the Good Guys show, and I got 18 miles a gallon.
Jeez.
Perfect.
And so that's, you know.
So I had the overdrive in there too, so yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I like the small block.
Right.
And it's got a 700 R4
Yeah.
automatic, so it's got that overdrive.
If people are looking to get a hold of you to buy the car, tell us a little bit about it, your phone number and stuff, and then also what you'd like to have for the car.
Well, it's a '69 Camaro. It was born a coupe. I've done the suspension. It's got a Edelbrock crate motor in it. It makes 421 horsepower at the wheel. It's got an overdrive 700 R4 transmission, vintage air conditioning, and just needs to be rehomed.
Right.
So I'm selling it now, and we're asking, you know, $49,500, and I've, you know, got some interest in it. We'll see.
Yeah.
You know, somebody needs to get serious, I guess.
Sure.
It's not like
Cash
you have to
king.
get rid of it, correct?
Don't have to get rid of it.
Exactly right.
When the time's right, the time's right.
When the time is right, the time is right. Exactly.
Well, you know, and I'll tell you what, being the 69 is the only year they have really caught on, you know, in the last probably 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most desirable sought-after cars there are right now.
Yeah, anything that's even close to this condition
Yes.
is 60, 70, 80 grand.
Oh, sure. You know, this was my next deal at Barrett Jackson and stuff. I do a lot of classic auctions and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, this car is a $70,000 car, $80,000 car, pretty quick. If you don't, you know, you get a couple people on it that really want it.
If,
you know,
if it doesn't sell, I may try an auction this fall.
there you go.
You know,
There you go.
it's, you know, we've just done a lot of work
Right.
to it, including, you know, we lowered it with spindles and lowering springs.
Right.
I think the
Didn't
car
cut
sits
anything, we
perfect
did it
too.
right.
Yeah, it does.
It's got QA1 adjustable shocks all the way around. It's fun to drive.
Right.
Turns lots ahead.
Yeah.
Sure it does.
It's got a really, other than the wheel pack, it's got a really stock appearance on it. So
Right.
it's good to hear that it's done correctly
Yes.
underneath,
I
but
still
gives
wanted
that stock
it to be a
appearance.
'69 Camaro. And
Nice.
Right. Exactly.
Still have a small block, not a late model, and just I wanted it to feel like a '69 Camaro.
Right.
but
Exactly.
a little bit better.
Right. I work a sale in up at Good Guys, the auction up there.
Yeah.
So that might be an avenue for you. It's specialty auto auctions. If you don't have it sold by then, you might go check their website out. You can enter it non-reserve or reserve.
I've seen it.
And there's some different prices. And we get a lot of money for some automobiles, especially something as nice as this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'll definitely keep it in mind.
Well, great. Well, I'll tell you what, like our show is on Facebook, and it's called Rolling with Roller and Derek. And we have come up with some stickers for your toolbox, and we want you to pick which one you'd like. Got the old school microphone, got a vintage motor right there, or a cool little hot rod.
I like that.
There you go. Okay. They're both
Didn't have to
pretty
think about
fast.
that one.
Yeah. So there you go. I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, I'll
and,
have to check out the web.
thank you.
the,
Yeah, please
the
do.
YouTube.
And tell it's not on you. It's on Facebook.
Oh, on
So
Facebook.
just go to
Okay.
Facebook and
Just
type
look
in
up
Roller and Derek. And this interview will be on there today.
All right.
All right.
Good to
Thank
meet
you very
you.
much. Nice to meet
Thanks
you.
a lot, guys.
All right, if not, good luck with the sale.
Yeah, thank you.
Full
You
time
guys,
for life, right?
yeah.
There you go, man.
You guys have a great day.
You as well. We heard the truck start up. I think he's calling out Bob, is what I thought. So
Yeah.
saw this one, the ZR1 on the way in with the 32 valve vent motor there.
Right.
What a fun car, 94, and this was just the epitome of American sports
Yeah.
car technology at the time.
Yeah.
32 valve car. I mean, this is just
And,
way ahead of its this time.
I had the purple one, which they made very few
Yeah.
in that color. I got to enjoy it for a summer, but this is a nice car. This car was made by the motor was a different company.
It was a Langenfeld, or no, it was a European company. I feel like
yes,
Lotus or something
Lotus,
like that. Was
Lotus,
it? Okay.
exactly. But just a nice automobile, very, very fast car. ZR1, of course. They didn't make very many ZR1s.
1725 isn't too bad back then.
Nice automobile.
Could have gotten to this thing for under 37G back then.
Yeah,
huh?
guaranteed.
Yeah, that ain't happening
And
today.
here's what I like too. They did the insignias, and it's hard to find these in the color code to match the car.
Wow.
So it's kind of neat.
This is another one of
Big
the ones.
horsepower.
Yeah, the 12.
Big horsepower car
When
right
we had
here.
Troy's there too, so we had what,
Yeah.
12 and 13 next to
Yeah.
each other. So
Yep, guaranteed. 16 model.
Z06 modified. Nice.
Big motor in it.
Yeah, we've
big,
seen
big
that.
Power, like what was it, 1300?
I thought this one was 12. It might have been 13. Yeah, okay, 1200.
1200
Yeah.
horse. Yeah.
We talked there, so it was built. I thought it was built like out of Texas, whatnot, but just done
The
right.
owner
Yeah.
right here. How you been, man?
Good. How you doing?
Good to see you again. Everything going good in your world? Great, man. Great. Did you get one of our stickers? When
I did.
We talked. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you did. Kind of a souvenir for the pain and torturing that we put you through.
No, you guys are fine.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for bringing the car.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's great to drive, and plus to let people see. You know, it really is. So, you have a fantastic day.
Thanks, you too.
All right,
Guys,
man.
have fun.
Bye bye.
See you. Thanks for the coverage.
Yeah.
Again, just just the last model of the C7 there, but I mean 1200 horsepower, air conditioning, power, everything, the whole nine.
Yeah, beautiful car, man.
And then here you go,
Another beautiful automobile.
It looks like the dealership was out of those placards, like you said.
Well,
so we know who bought them up.
This is a different year.
Sure.
But I mean, yeah, and this is not a ZR1. That was only on the ZR1s. Oh, it is.
That's a ZR1,
Well, yeah, it is.
or it's a ZR1 swap.
Well, let's look here.
It might be a little older because this one was a little less.
What year?
91.
90. Yeah. See,
Different year. I got you.
Different year.
Doesn't matter. Still very rare car, very fun
Very
car.
rare car.
And just kind of
in fact,
you'd never.
ZR1 probably on the back. I would think.
Let's go check it out. Again, just the American car market hadn't seen anything like this. That was reserved for these high-end hypercars at the time. So
Yeah,
right there,
ZR1 on the
awesome.
back.
There you go.
And it was color matched.
Got the hard top in the back for when it's time to go fast. When it's time to cruise, you got your soft top
Guaranteed.
there. Look at this beautiful 53 Caddy.
You know, if you're not a fan of these old caddies, you're not a fan of anything, man. This car just was pure comfort. I mean, that's all this car was comfort, man.
Beautiful,
I mean,
beautiful
just
cream white.
Coupe de Ville.
That emerald green top.
Yep.
Took my sunglasses off. There we go.
And of course, once again, the color contrast, the chrome, the styling, impeccable. I would like to meet one of the designers and personally thank him. Got the fender skirts on them, the big wide whites. Just a beautiful automobile. And then you get up to the front and you see some bumpers that are totally amazing, man. Look at that chrome. Look at those bumper
That's a lot of
stickers.
metal.
That's a lot of metal. That is a very heavy bumper right there.
Team lift.
Yeah. Of course, then we got the 61. And I'd like to find the owner one day and find out why the coves aren't painted, because in 61 it was a two-tone from the factory. 62 was the solid car. But hey, to each his own, man. But it's just a nice representation with some newer wheels on it.
Real pretty car.
You want to run across and take a look at this hot rod Chevy right
Yeah,
fast?
I know you've been looking at this, and I don't think this Elkie
we
was.
might as well take a look. Because,
Was the Elkie here earlier? I don't remember. I thought the Elkie came in late too. Yeah, at the spotlights. So we definitely heard this was the guy that was interrupting the show earlier.
Yeah. They
Jeez,
made the
my
ground
knees.
rumble. Big blower on it. And this is the same year as Bob, a
There you go.
73. First year of the square body, of course. Of course, they didn't come from the factory like this. But, I mean, he's got the race cage in it, and he's got all that. It's all been tubbed.
It smells like race fuel too.
Yeah,
That's a plus.
Guaranteed. Wing on the back. Just a beautiful, beautiful truck, man. And if you're looking for the hot rod, that's what it is right here. This is a big old hot rod right here. There's nothing about the gas saver at all on this truck. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
What a fun little car.
Right.
I said square up grimace when he came in here.
Yeah.
Beautiful Elky, got the spots on it. Again, looks like they're pushing a couple cars, so we want to get this. Anyone looking for that?
Ceramic coated banner.
Pretty 34 rolling in there.
We've highlighted this one.
That's rolling out.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man?
He heard you coming. He put up a spot right up front for you.
For yellow cars.
Fun old truck here coming through.
Kind of reminds me of Doc, you know?
Oh, yeah, right. Hell yeah. Distributors on the right side. What do you know?
Right. I'm Ford to Ford, bro.
Oh my gosh. Fun looking truck, really
Well,
sharp.
let's swap
Cool.
it off here, man, and
Awesome.
you take over from here.
All right, go back to
Shelby GT.
Just want to apologize for a couple years ago shooting bearings out of my 9-inch axle in the fair lane. Luckily, none of them hit the beautiful Cobra here, so in good shape. Fun car. This one's a 4.6 supercharged car still, not quite the 5.0 yet, but still a fun little sports car, tops down. Don't get any better than that. Big block 67, again, your favorite vinyl top.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful car here.
396.
The correct Energizer. This is before they had that goofy rabbit campaign in the 80s.
Yep.
Beating on the drum.
Guaranteed.
Got the red lines on it. Pristine interior here. Stick car, doesn't have the insignia on the thing, so that's probably the original shifter and knob in there. Everything. Beautiful, beautiful car. Well, here you go, some more documentation. Little shell station. Not quite as much as the Corvette, but enough original to the car. Look at this. 1970 picture of the car there. Wow.
And you know you got your radials with the red lines, man.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's right. You know what? If it ain't right,
Tags.
it's wrong.
All original tags of the trunk. Not original. They look like they've been replaced, but
Just letting you know,
that's
if
what you
you
see.
hit the gas, you're going to lay some 11s.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Big old hoopty, big old gas. I was drying this car off, cleaning it up. Really dark car. Now that the sun's out and shining on us here in beautiful Parker, let's go to Tavern. You can see the flake in here. This is a whole lot of car here. Proper, 54.
Got the boot for the top.
59, like I said. So just you can kind of tell the gauges. These 4 gauges all look the same. The F100s kind of all in there. The ivory handles on everything. Real beautiful car. Interior matches the exterior there. Got the big 390 dual quad set up on here. Look at that. That's a lot of more. You got a car like this? Got a lot of more. Look at this beautiful SS rolling by up this right now.
Nice car. Very all original car, man.
Well, again, not quite the Cadillac, but a whole lot of chrome going on.
A lot of
there,
chrome.
a lot of
Chrome will take you home back in the day, baby.
What a beautiful
Guaranteed.
setup. Got the top down. Again, the big F, you know, the FDs were still new at this point, so but the Thunderbird had the higher horsepower. You got the dual quads on there. This car is just a perfect blend.
Hi, buddy.
Big giant cars and hot rods.
Hey, here's something you don't see.
71 Monte.
Monte Carlo.
My dad used to buy my mom Montes back in the day. He
But
was
a good
Corvette
car,
guy.
man.
Mom had the Monte Carlo.
Yeah. I
Big,
mean, a nice
full-size
car.
Sporty car. Again, it's beautiful seeing these originality cars here. The Delco there, the Delco Energizer battery, top there. AC car, chrome accents, nothing too over the top, done just right. Looks like the ignition's been updated just a little. Probably the Petronics in there. The coil. Really dark emerald green. Got my sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Corey Hart. Beautiful car. 4-speed Monte Carlo. How often do you see that?
Bucket seats, original factory console, factory shifter, some kind of a tag on the dashboard. Looks like it came from the original
Choke. Mechanical choke.
There you go. But I mean, it's just all there, man. Just all there. Beautiful car.
And then just see one there. Reverse quick pad right there.
First edition.
Wow. I don't think I've seen a
Little
non-SS.
rarity. Once again, the Colorado car culture is just amazing, guys. The cars that are out there that you just don't see every day, man. And you only see at special events and different things. Love the Steelies, the rallies, big rally Steelies.
Check out that wood grain on here. Nice Kona dark.
Yep. Goes great with the colors of the vehicle.
Yeah, nice.
Looks like she's been chopped.
A little, and looks like it's got some ice cold AC with those giant ass vents in there. Woo. And you know what? The best part about it on this 67, it can be yours for $32,500.
There you go.
Get Mr. Ed's information up there.
We'll go to the others. I'll go to the other side and catch that here.
Small block car, aftermarket AC, pretty clean in there. LED lighting, straight car, chopped, wood grain.
See if we can get his information. There you go. If you're looking, they got one.
We've seen them out at the coffee house. I followed them on the way in. I'll tell you what, they take pride parking this.
Oh,
it took
man.
them a few minutes, but when you got a car like this, you don't have to be in a hurry.
Dude,
You can get there.
it'll get you there in a hurry.
You
Guaranteed.
can always make that time up.
Guaranteed.
You can't get enough time, but this one will make you up. So we featured this car before it was in process when he first got it. He's cleaning some stuff on the interior, but I mean, you know what it is. It's just fast.
You know, if I wasn't going to go with an older school muscle car, and I was going to, and I had the opportunity to build, this is what I would build right here, man. This is definitely what I would build. I mean, how can you not like a Willis?
It's just done right, the interior, everything.
Right.
It's good to see it all back there. Good to see it driving. Caught up with these guys on 13 Singing Hills, and they made the truck out. So
34 Ford.
yeah, so 34, really clean red here. Small block Chevy car, tunnel ram, powder coated.
Powder coater head, side, you know, headers and stuff. Just beautiful car.
Awesome. Got the dual snipers. Bill Duckworth want to be interested in that. So
No joke. Take a look at this car, though, man.
nice big low car.
Probably fun to drive.
Fun little car. Fun
Yeah,
little car.
guaranteed.
Big meats on there.
Big meets. They
Kind
want
of,
to show you
remember that
that.
movie Splash and John Candy, and he had the mirror on the shoes, looking up the girls' dresses on the boat. What he was doing right there, buddy. Very cool to see it set up there. The dual quads and the fuel injection. So awesome. And the back one's just being used as a pump. The front one's doing all the thinking for it.
There you go. There you go.
Get on the back row here. Got to get to the house. Be working on cherry bomb here in a little bit. So we'll go through this back row. We'll finish it up.
Okay. Start here, I guess, huh?
Beautiful Challenger back to that lime. What did you say it was grabber green?
Yeah, grabber green, sublime green,
Big block car.
RT.
Real pretty. I know you said they didn't focus on the interior, but that is the thing with the Dodge. They had just kind of the cover up for the passenger. Everything was business on the driver's side.
Yep.
Vinyl top. Beautiful, beautiful trim insignia there.
Fuel door,
Yeah, super clean
RT,
car.
road and track. That's what that stands for.
Jaguar.
Jaguar. Probably V12 is Vandenplas.
Might be.
I would imagine it is. A little coupe.
It's French. Never mind.
The Vandenplas.
No badges.
No badges. Might not be.
Still a fun little car. You don't see too many of them out. Z06. High revving 427 in these. My boss had one. Didn't have the aftermarket intake or anything, but I know he let me take it to Taste of Philly to get his lunch one day. Had fun on the way there and did not want to spill a drop of Philly cheesesteak juice anywhere. So fun little car. Wow, look at this 31 right here.
Older representation of a beautiful old truck right here. 31 model. Yep. Of course, we talked about the radiator cap and all that. How the little bar in the middle there got. If it's showing red, that means you needed to find some water. Guaranteed. Of course, antifreeze wasn't the big deal that day, back then. But just a nice little truck, man. Wire
How's
spoke.
that interior look?
Looks great.
Real pretty, real basic and real
Basic.
small,
Got the tilt out front windshield. Get a little air while you're going down the road.
Premium air conditioning.
Right.
Got the right team on the chair there. 57, 157 here.
Yeah.
Post car. Center bolt head, small block, aftermarket AC in there. Fun little ride. Beautiful red car. Chrome accents, white top. Oh, Echo!
Yeah.
We're in the back. It's Cody
Yeah.
here going over these
No,
cars.
Jack.
These guys showed up a little late. It was a busy day. It was a great turnout today. So,
Guaranteed.
but yeah, what a fun little car. Some modern amenities in there, but still has that original appearance on everything. So. Thought that was the truck there. I think it was the Camaro for a minute.
Yeah. Go over here right fast. Look at the Model T. The old T bucket.
CTSV. Remember, like I said, my same boss at the vet got one of those after the fact. And again, like I said, car was faster than the Dickens, but just a really comfortable car, and it's great. When you start getting it, senses it, and actually grabs you, the bolsters grab you and hold you into that seat. So. Big block car, 429, 460. Distributors
Front brakes. Big important thing on owning a car like this is having front brakes. A lot of them didn't really. A lot of them didn't come with front
These
discs.
brakes ain't working too hot because they're
Yeah.
sharp with the rust on.
Right.
He's engine braking, but fun little T-bucket here, just real basic, weighs nothing.
Big meats.
Several wires in the whole car, but he's got the lights on. He's got it out today at Takota, so You heard him. Stop. Beautiful period correct plate on the back there for the 23.
Yeah.
Little chopper right here. No front brakes.
None.
Again, going back to the Caddy, 700 horsepower, AC, premium Bose stereo, and it feels like a Cadillac.
Yep.
Actually, we saw at Angry Clover.
Yep.
So we saw that there. Fun little thing. Hopefully got that wire fixed in the back. Cool Indian motorcycle. And a Le Mans, 65 Le Mans. So kind of starting off, not the GTO, but starting off that muscle car area, excuse me. And just, again, parts of these cars like the Fairlane, especially the stacked headlights, just the straight body.
Yeah.
A little bit of curvature on them, but straight line, straight line.
Yeah. DeLorean, of course, one of his designs, and did a great job, man. Did a great job. Very fast car.
Let's work our way past the grease dumpster and go over to
King Ranch, of course. Bring your King Ranch to work.
So speaking of John Vendetti,
Who's talking about John Vendetti?
I'm talking about this beautiful Cosworth Vega right here.
Cosworth.
So it's just like his blue car, but this one seems to be original. But let's check it out.
And you don't see very many greens. I've noticed a Cosworth in black before. Never seen a green one. Cosworth twin cam.
Something you don't see a lot. So I mean, you got the English motor in there, the high ribbon performance motor there, and the smaller package car. So
76 model.
really cool. Fun little car. Look at the aluminum brush dash there. Lockout on the 4-speed car.
Kind of like the Trans Am dashboard,
Yeah.
But all there.
GM roots. Big beautiful Chrysler right here.
And they are a member of the Cosworth Vega Owners Association.
Big beautiful Chrysler here.
New Yorker, just like the day off the showroom, man.
Looks like the interior's maybe been redone a little, but look at just how clean those little fold-out armrests are.
We were at the nursing home show with the Parker Cruisers, and they were there with this, and just a beautiful car. Just a beautiful.
Congratulations to the boss, Devin, again. Vet one best. In
Yeah,
so
guaranteed.
He's got his awards, so
Yeah.
Forgot to tell him about that, but he eventually figured it out. It looks
54 model. Here's what I like, man. Look at this, man. This is beautiful right here. This is a great restoration. Got the Gilmore gas station. Got the gas tank in the back. Just a nice old truck right here, man. This has been restored and done right. I just love it. Just love it. Just a beautiful Roar with Gilmore.
How cool.
You gotta love it, man.
Good for road trips.
Yeah, wide whites, spoke wheels,
Carry your own gas.
flugelhorn. Take a look back here. Just a beautiful.
Inside the rear door, they got a little hand counter. It counts up to 50 gallons.
Really?
Wow.
So is this yours?
Yeah.
How big is the tank?
2 50-gallon tanks.
2 50-gallon tanks.
And this is storage from here back for your hoses.
Right.
Anything you want to put in here.
Sure.
50 and 50.
Beautiful.
Where did you come across the tank and stuff at?
The truck was in Oklahoma 19 years ago.
So it was made a gas hauler. I mean, it hauled gas.
Originally a gas hauler.
Wow.
The tank was missing. You could see where it was mounted, though.
Right.
I did research and found out a lot about it. So it took me 2 years to find the tank.
I would imagine so.
North Dakota for
Really?
$100.
Wow. Yeah, I bet you beelined up there and got it right away.
Took several years, but
Was it always a Gilmore gas, or is that something? It was.
This was an original Gilmore gasoline.
Wow. And where was Gilmore out of? I mean, were they an Indiana corporation, or where were
The
they?
Gilmore family grew up in California.
California.
They were searching for water in 1903. They hit oil. That changed
The whole
family
persona,
deal, and
guaranteed.
Gilmore, used oil, started making gasoline, and they spread. Most of it was west of the Mississippi. And, in the southwestern region.
Right.
So after the war, though, and then the big companies kind of, they sold and merged with other companies.
So who bought Gilmore out?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember.
Well, that's all right.
They did merge.
I love the tail. I really was thinking about putting these kind of tail lights on my truck because I really just like them. And but I don't know how good they'd look on a 73 C10. You know,
Kind of small for that, but they fit this.
You got the original stop on them.
yeah, of course. That's what I like and the blue dot. That's what I like about them is that it says stop. You know.
Blue dot. Yeah.
Of course, nowadays some of these kids can't read, so I don't know. Well, thank you for restoring it.
Blinkers.
Yeah, of course.
Stop though.
Right.
Parking stuff.
Right. Well, thank you for taking the time and talking to us about it. And what is your name?
Neil.
Neil. Glad to meet you, Neil. We have a show on Facebook called Rolling with Roller and Derek. This is Derek. I'm Roller. We have come up with some stickers for your toolbox, and we'd like to give you one. You get to pick. We got an old school microphone. It says on air.
That's it right there.
That's the one right there.
Yeah.
There you go. That happens to be his favorite.
There you go.
Be darned.
So
Yeah.
there
Great
you go.
minds think alike.
There you
that's
go.
groovy.
You can go on Facebook if you have it. Just type in Rolling with Roller and Derek, and you can watch this interview. It'll be posted today.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
There you go.
There you
Thank
go.
All right. Have a
Neat
nice
truck.
day.
Love the branding on it.
Bye-bye.
We'll have to make a quick beeline. I got to jet out here in a second,
Okay,
but
man.
we'll cover the end of this row real quick. But got the
Well, this is
bi-turbo
it, yeah.
Mercedes, the one custom kit car we've seen several times over, but fun little car, weighs absolutely nothing. The cantilever suspension on it. Cool little 37 Ford, that aqua and the white two-tone. Distributors on the back, but we won't hold that against them.
Right.
Really cool old 3-window coupe right here.
Yeah.
34.
34 model.
Looks like someone got a little upset at the passenger at one time, huh?
Might have.
Big
Might have.
Big headlights on it, chrome, good driver quality. Caddy, seen at the coffee shop
Yeah,
there.
guaranteed.
Slam
Here's at
down.
the coffee shop, and then here's Johnny's
His other buddy.
his other buddy and his competition.
There you go. Well, you know what? I think he's got the right idea on the plates. No bad days, baby.
There you go.
71 Vega GT, small block car. He's got it crammed in there.
He said he was all right. No, it was a nice car out there. He said a couple
Fun little hot rod. Got the guys back here just chopping it up, having a fun time here at Takota.
And I've seen like
Well, what do you think, my man?
Guys, I think that does it here for the Dakota Coffee Shop, or Takota Coffee Shop. I say Dakota, but
We are
it's
south of the
Dakota-
Dakotas.
South of the Dakotas. But we appreciate you guys. On behalf of myself, Roller,
And Derek.
we appreciate you guys tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We've got some new stickers, so we will have more stickers available here real soon. We're approachable like we always are. Come and see us. Come talk to us. We'd love to feature your car on one of these episodes. And on behalf of myself, I love you, and peace out.
Have a Sunday, people.